Are you tired of the same results that you've been getting in 2024, maybe 2023, maybe for the majority of your life? You actually want to reinvent yourself. You actually want to have an amazing 2025. You want to be a fully different person. Well, if that's the case, in this video, I'm going to break down some stuff to you guys, how you can reinvent yourself. And these are things that I'm doing also to help me to reinvent myself and also help me to grow. Now, look, full disclosure, a lot of these things that I'm sharing with you have been inspired by a video that I saw from my guy, Cry. Now, the reason why that video inspired me to create my own version of that video is because Cry has mentioned some things, really the majority of the stuff, frankly, all of the things that he mentioned to reinvent himself, these are things that I have done and that I still do. So I'm like, you know what? Let me reshare the information that he put out there, and then I'm gonna put my own little spin on it. You know what I'm saying? So in this video, we're gonna break down how you watching this video right now can reinvent yourself in 2025 and have an amazing 2025, not just stuff that people say, all right? So let's get into it. The first thing that you should be doing is gonna be putting together a power list, all right? Now, a power list is basically your non-negotiables. These are things that you are going to be doing despite whatever going on, despite the circumstances, despite the weather, despite if you're traveling, despite if you have a headache, whatever's going on, okay? These are things that you're gonna make sure that you get done. So let me give you an example. Brushing your teeth. It don't matter what's going on in the world, you brushing your teeth. It don't matter if you're on a trip, if you got family, if it's a holiday, if the weather is shit outside, you're brushing your teeth. There's no excuses behind that. You're not getting out of that. Like, you're making sure you get that done. So with the power list, right, this is gonna be probably let's say 2 to 3 things that you really want to lock in on in 2025 and get done. These are things, like I said, you know, like put them right next to brushing your teeth. Like, there's no excuses. You make sure that your hygiene is together. And if you're not making sure that your hygiene is together, then we need another video for you, right? But your power list are things that you definitely gonna get done no matter what. And let me add a little something else on top of that. Make your power list things that you wanna improve, right? So let me give you an example. Maybe it's gonna be working out. You really wanna lose some weight. You wanna get fit. So one of my things on my power list is I'm gonna make sure that I hit the gym every day or I move my body every day, right? Maybe the next thing is gonna be credit. Maybe you don't have good credit and you're like, you know what? Finally, I'm gonna take care of this stuff. I'm gonna learn how to do this. I'm gonna pay somebody to do it. It's a priority. So literally, every single day you're doing something that's gonna help you move the needle when it comes to your credit. Maybe it's emotional intelligence, right? So you're gonna be spending some time, you're so sick and tired of being angry at things that don't even make sense. So you're gonna spend some time, you know, working on your emotional intelligence and getting in situations where, you know, it's not gonna get you heated so you can actually control yourself, right? But your power list is gonna be things, like I said again, your non-negotiables, no matter what, is getting done. And you're gonna make sure that it gets done, all right? Number 2 is gonna be add limits, right, on social media. Why is this important? I've been doing this for a few years, and shout out to my guy Cadis, right? My guy Cadis put me onto this. Like he had a limit on his Instagram. I went to use his phone. I couldn't even find the Instagram. I'm like, yo, bro, what's going on? He's like, yo, I got limits on my phone. I'm like, you can put limits on your phone? He's like, yeah, you can put limits on social media. So you can add limits to social media so you're not mindlessly scrolling. We've been there when we wanted to. We've been there when we didn't want to. We've all found ways to mindlessly scroll. And I don't know about you, but I caught myself, you don't even think about it. You just actually know where the app's at subconsciously, hit the button, and like in between things, or maybe even when you're doing work, you pulling the app up and you just scrolling. It just happens. Like, it's embedded in your subconscious. So if you add the limits, you might get 30 minutes, an hour, you might give yourself 2 hours, whatever you need to do. Like, start at 2 hours a day. Then maybe next week or the week after, do it an hour. Then maybe, you know, a month after that, you're doing 30 minutes. It's okay to be on social, but you just don't want it stealing your time. You don't want it dominating your days, right? You want to make sure that you spend some of that time to knock off these lists, all the things that are going to help you be the better person you want to be and reinvent yourself in 2025. So the next thing on the list is this, right? We're talking about deep work, right? And again, shout out to Cry for like putting this video out there and just inspiring me to just share this information with you guys again, right? So what is deep work? Deep work is when you're locking in. You can actually relate some of your deep work to your power list. You're gonna lock in, avoid all distractions. Move yourself from any situation that might be noisy, busy, or can potentially distract you. And you're gonna focus on one task at a time. Right? So let's say it's something from your power list and you want to work on, I don't know, let's say it's your credit or something like that. Set that timer for 60 minutes, 2 hours. 45 minutes. Whatever it is for you to just focus on that one task, and you're not gonna be doing anything else. No text messages, no social media, no phone calls. You're gonna be surprised about how much you're able to accomplish when you lock in on the work, okay? So deep work is important. Now, if you're someone like myself and you could just knock out your power list regardless, right? Then your deep work, you can actually use your deep work for your actual task for the day. So, your actual work or your entrepreneurship stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it's gonna be, right? Your actual work on entrepreneurship. You can lock in on this. So maybe it's gonna be lead generation. Maybe it's gonna be on some marketing, right? Maybe it's gonna be, you need time to strategize what the next rollout's gonna be or the next campaign. Whatever it is, it's deep work. Maybe it's a budget, but it's deep work, right? All you're doing is focusing on this one task and you're getting it done. All you're doing is focus on this one task and you're literally getting it done, nothing else. I caught myself today, like literally I'm focusing on some deep work, right? Learning more and more about business funding. And a thought came in my mind. It was like, oh, yo, go to Instagram. I caught that thought. And I was like, nah, son, ain't no Instagram. We're focusing on the deep work. Why? Because funding is what we told ourselves we're doing with the next 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Now, next thing is gonna be, don't take weekends off, right? We ain't taking weekends off. Why? Because you're not where you need to be. So you don't deserve a weekend off. You're not where you need to be, so you don't deserve a weekend off. And average people that have average goals, that get average results, that live mediocre and average lives, take the weekend off. Now, if you already built yourself up and you know exactly where you want to be and you're doing that, right? You have accountability, you're disciplined, you got focus, you work off a schedule, you can work a weekend, right? If you hit your goal revenue, right? If your bills is paid, if finances ain't an issue, you can take weekends off. But the majority of y'all watching this, you click this because you want to reinvent yourself. You can't afford to take no weekends off the entire 2025. And actually, what I want to say to you is, you shouldn't even take holidays off, yo. You shouldn't even take off holidays because whether your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, you know what the holidays been. You done did 20 of them, 30 of them, 40 of them, right? You know exactly what they need to be. When are you gonna take a day for you and for the future version of you and for the future you want to create for your family? When are you going to do that? So no weekends off for you. The next thing is going to be this, right? This actually helped me a lot 2017 when I was really starting focusing more on like me and becoming better. This was bed, right? So you can go to bed early, and I would say wake up early, right? So for some of us, that might be carving out an hour in the morning. So, let's say you get up at 7, instead of 7, get up at 6. Get right to your power list, right? Maybe instead of going to bed at 12, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna go to bed at 11, right? So you're getting an extra hour of sleep so you can rest. And also you're getting an extra hour getting your day going. You know what I'm saying? Like they say early bird gets the worm. I want y'all to get the worm. I want y'all to get the money. I want y'all I want you to grow. I want you to take over. I want you to grow. All right. Now, you can be more aggressive, right? You can get up at 5, you can get up at 4. If you are not taking the weekends off and getting up early throughout the week, you are already in the 1 to 3% of people that are producing in the whole world, because most people are lazy. And if you set yourself up like this in 2025, you're gonna be in a great position. You're gonna hit your goals for sure, all right? So let me give you guys some bonuses, but before we get into the bonuses, let's just recap. So number 1, work on your power list. This is gonna be 2 or 3 things that you're not that great at right now that you know that you need to work on. You're gonna make those non-negotiables. Number 2 is gonna be adding limits to your social media because it's gonna distract you, especially if you're someone that's consuming the content and not creating the content. Create the content and get off. Create and get off. Or hire a VA that can do everything else, right? Maybe they need to check the DMs, follow up, stuff like that, get some automations, but you don't want to be stuck in that web. Next gonna be deep work. Find 1, 2, 3 blocks a day where it's 30, 60, 90 minutes each block, where you're focusing on what you actually need to do to become a greater person, all right? Next is don't take the weekends off. You don't deserve it if you ain't where you need to be. You're not. I mean, let's just keep it a bean, right? Number 5, bed. Go to bed earlier, wake up earlier, get more stuff done in the morning and be more rested at night so you can take it over in the morning, right? So when I lived in LA, I was on a 4 a.m. and a 10 p.m. I woke up at 4 a.m., I went to bed at 10 p.m. I got a lot of stuff done, you know what I'm saying? Now, I want to give you guys some bonuses. And like I said, shout out to my guy, Cry, because Cry inspired me to share what he shared in his video. That's crazy how the digital is crazy. So, he inspired me to share what he shared in his video. Then I want to give you guys some bonuses. So let's get into it. All right, so this is gonna be bonus number 1, right? So bonus number 1 is gonna be accountability group. Now listen, if you haven't done any of this stuff and you want to commit to doing this stuff in 2025, it's going to be a huge task for you. Like if you never did a power list before, you're not used to waking up early, you're not used to going to bed early, you know what I'm saying? Like, you haven't really did no non-negotiables, no deep work, you know what I'm saying? Like none of that stuff. It's going to be hard for you, all right? I'm not even going to lie. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge, you know what I'm saying? Let's use the word challenge, not hard. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge. But if you lock in with the right people that are on the same journey, the same trajectory, they want similar goals, or you know what? They just want to grow and be better people. They want to reinvent themselves. You find those people, not your friends, because your friends don't all want the same thing you want. A lot of them is comfortable. But you find an accountability group that you can lock into. Maybe y'all connect on Zoom weekly, right? Or bi-daily. Maybe y'all get in person, once a month or a couple times a month, right? This accountability group is going to be huge because based on what they say, you're the 4th or the 5th person in a group that's going to be exactly like that group. So if you're in the wrong group, it's kind of like going against the grain or going against the waves where you could be surfing, where you could be flowing, right? So you need to get with an accountability group. That's bonus number 1. All right, so listen, bonus number 2, right? This is called prime your mind. Actually, let me fix mine real quick. Now, why is priming your mind important? Because listen, a lot of the decisions that you're making on a daily basis, you're not even making those decisions. Those decisions are just movement, right? Those are patterns that have already been locked into your subconscious. So even when you drive, you notice that you don't even pay attention when you're driving really. It's because you already know how to drive. Your body knows how to drive. Your mind knows how to drive. It's a pattern. So a lot of the things that we want to do, it's hard for us to do those things because we have so much patterns locked in for years and years and years of how we've been thinking and moving and grooving. So it's difficult when we're trying to do something different, or it's a challenge when we're trying to do something different because our body and our mind are just used to doing things a whole nother way, or just used to not doing certain things at all. So to prime your mind, you do that through affirmations. So one of the easiest ways that I like to do affirmations is I write a list of all the things that I know that I want to become. And then I use, statements like, I am this, I am that, right? I never say, I'm going to do this, I am this, right? So you take the list of things that you want to become. So let's say you want to have an 800 credit score. I have an 800 credit score, right? I'm not working on my credit. No, I have an 800 credit score. I am a millionaire, right? I'm a better communicator. I'm a leader, right? I take care of my family. All those things that you want to be better at, you put them in the first person. Yeah, you say those things every single day, periodically through the day. So it's very important in the morning, right? You can set a timer, do it in the afternoon. You can set another timer, do it at night. But it's very, very important that you start priming your mind and getting these new thought patterns in your mind so you can actually start believing different things. And that's how you're going to get to where you need to go. You can't get to where you need to go if you're thinking differently. You got to get to where you need to go by being different and thinking different. All right, so that's bonus number 2. Now, bonus number 3 is pray. Now, again, I'm a man of God. You know what I'm saying? I go to church, I pray. I just started reading the Bible more. I use the Bible app. And I'm going to just be honest. Having faith is everything. Having belief is everything. Connecting with, the man above is everything. Like changing your life, you need to have faith. You need to have belief. You need to have a relationship. You need to have a connection with God. You know what I'm saying? Above all, it's the number 1 connection you need to have because it's going to drive you through everything else. He will be there for you. Right? So you need to have a relationship with God, and you need to start getting more comfortable with, being grateful and praying and just connecting with Him every single day, right? So bonus number 3 is definitely pray. Work on that connection you have with God. And bonus number 4, right? Bonus number 4 is believe in yourself. Now, I'm gonna be honest, right? Believing in yourself can be difficult, especially if you don't have the right information around you. You got the wrong people around you. You've been doing the same thing forever, for years. You want to do something different and the results are not happening fast enough for you. It's going to be difficult. You're going to be like, yo, I just want to give up. I just want to quit. This ain't going to happen. This ain't going to happen for me. But I'm going to keep it real with you. It will happen. Belief happens. Believing in yourself and the things that you want to do are going to happen in its time. It's not going to happen in your time. And you're not ready for what's going to happen when you actually do the thing yet, or else you would already have it. So there's going to be some obstacles, some challenges, right? This has to be some things that you're going to go through to become the person that's worthy enough and that has built themselves up to receive the thing, that goal that you have on the other side. But it starts in the mind first. You have to believe in yourself first. If you believe in yourself and you can see it in yourself right in your mind, when it happens in real life, that's the second time that it happens. So I see it, I know what's happening here, I created it, it's something that I want, it's something that I want to do, it's the person I want to become. It already happened. It has to happen in this picture first, and then it happens in real life secondly, right? And then finally, the last bonus I want to give you, right? The last bonus I want to give you is get a coach, right? Get a mentor. Find someone that already has the goals that you want. Someone that's a good person, someone that's getting to it financially, someone that's a good steward, someone that's a good husband, a good wife, a good boyfriend, a good girlfriend, a good person in the community, someone that's awesome on YouTube, somebody that's crushing it with content, somebody that just got the spirit and the energy that you want, that you desire. You need to lock in with this person. Now, if you can get this for free, or you can get it in a book, or if you get it in content, that's cool. I would say do it. But if you need to invest in yourself by getting a coach or a mentor, I'm gonna tell you, it's probably gonna be one of the number one things that you can do in 2025 to really reinvent yourself and get yourself to that next level. I spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on coaching. And I'm gonna just tell you right now, everyone needs a coach. Michael Jordan has a coach, Kobe has a coach, LeBron has a coach, everybody, every professional athlete has coaches, right? Everyone has coaches. So if you want to go to the next level, don't listen to the brokies out there. Don't listen to your friends out there. Don't even listen to your family members or your parents that are talking about, oh, why would you invest in that? Invest in what's going to be the best thing for you to get you to that next level. And I'm telling you, you're going to get there faster, not only by doing everything that's in this video, but by getting a coach in the specific areas in which you want to grow. And in some cases, we might need 2 or 3 coaches. You might need a coach for the gym, right? Fitness. You might need a coach for eating better. You might need a financial coach. You know what I'm saying? You might need a spiritual coach, right? You might need a relationship coach. That's 5 coaches. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that because you want to get better faster. So listen, the bonuses are accountability group, find one, prime your minds, number 2, pray, believe in yourself, and find yourself a coach or mentor that has the results that you desire so you can level up and be the best person in 2025 that you can be. Listen, man, if you found value in this video, do me 2 favors, 2 big favors. Subscribe to this video and then share this video out with 3 of your closest people, friends, families, people at work, whomever, social media people. Send it out to 3 people and then comment done at the bottom. Listen, I really appreciate you guys. Shout out to my guy, Cry, for inspiring this video, right? And then allowing me to put my spin on it and add some bonuses. I appreciate y'all. I'll see you on the next one. All right, y'all, look, I had to interrupt the podcast episode to break down this exciting community that you need to join. Why? Because your podcast, you haven't figured out how to monetize. Maybe you're someone that used to be like me, where I didn't really have anyone that can hold me accountable, nor did I have a group that I felt comfortable about, you know what, this is my tribe, I can grow. Well, listen, we put that together. The Action Takers community, I'm teaching you guys monetization secrets, accountability, discipline, how you get better with content. And this is just a group that you want to grow with.